welcome to the channel, welcome to, if you're new here, and welcome to the first ever episode of my brand new series on this channel. So today's back to school episode. It is 5 tips, so my top 5 tips that can help you guys if you're going into secondary school, so year 7, first day of college, a brand new school, say like you moved over the summer and you're not that confident and you just really not worry about so much and that kind of thing. So carry on watching and let's get my tablet just to help me and stay on track and to find out what I want to say. Tip 1. So tip 1 is obviously get into a routine for morning, after school or after college and night. So if you can't get into a routine, it will help you mentally and physically. So mentally it will keep you a bit more less stressed, especially if you do some steps that I will tell you in the next few minutes. And then physically it will keep you on time. It will make sure you get all these things, all the tasks that you might need to do before the next day. You're not spending loads of time over the weekends getting all these things done when you could be having, fun. So my little tips slash like things that you could do in your routine. So for example, in your morning routine, wake up at a suitable time. So if you need to be in school for 8 o'clock, and it takes you say 15 minutes to get yourself ready. Before you used to wake up at 7 o'clock, and that got you really stressed out because you had 15 minutes to get ready to get out the door, and get on with and get your bag packed and get breakfast and things. Why don't you set yourself alarm for say like 10 to 6, so 5:50, and then one at 6 o'clock, and then one at say like 6:30, and give you that or 16, 6:10, 10 minutes past, loads of alarms. So hopefully it will get you out of bed by the third alarm, if it wakes you up. Or say this is your phone, put your phone on charge somewhere else. So literally when the alarm goes off, you have to immediately get out of your bed to turn the alarm off. And a great app is called Alarmly. Also, do something that you love in the morning as well. So if you love to watch YouTube videos in the morning, so say if you're one of those people that have loads of skincare products that you like to do, put it on in the background. So you're washing your face and have it on whilst you're washing your face, have it on whilst you're brushing your teeth, have it on whilst you're making breakfast and then eating the breakfast, have it on in the background. So carry it around with you to each station. I typically have a 5-10 minutes to read the book that I'm doing. I've only recently just started doing this, but I've been reading in the morning. I get up at 7 o'clock. When I'm at 7 o'clock, when my alarm goes off, I open the curtains, I sit in bed, and I just read for a few minutes before going downstairs. And that really finds me to wake up, and I get something in that I love. So that is obviously one reason a reason why you should do something that you love. Also, so for my next like tip slash hack for getting into routine is having some good breakfast. If this is preparing it the night before, so you don't as you might not have that longer time, or you haven't got that time to get breakfast going, make it before. Good um some what are they called, like those oats. I will put the word here. I think it might be frozen oats. I think it might be ones that you make the night before. Put it in the fridge. Maybe do it like on the Wednesday, on a Sunday, or a day where you make your breakfast. So just on the Sunday, make 5, 7 different oat breakfasts. Make so like different flavors. If that makes sense. So each day you get a different flavor. If you do have time, make sure you have a good breakfast. Just get going. And also those oats is quite good because you can literally, once the tradition of getting ready, have it. And then when you're making your lunch, if you take a lunch, you can have it whilst you're doing that. So by the time you get out the door, and also you can also take it with you. So in the morning you can have it walking to school, or walking to the bus stop, having it on the bus. Have it before you get to school, and it will make your make you a bit more what's the word? Make you aware and make you really together, make it so much. I know I've been rambling on about tips. So my third and last tip is have a shower or the night before. Have a shower the night before. It will make sure that you are clean, ready for the next day. What you do in the morning, what you only have to do is literally wash your face and maybe wash some bits of your body, so your neck and your armpits, you know, and then do your skincare, and then so have a shower the night. Tip 2. So my tip 2 is if you're starting in a brand new school such as year 7 and you haven't had, say, like this tour around, or you haven't had this time to see what's on the school menu and what they have for lunch, pack a school lunch with you and take some money as well, but importantly take your food from home. So get some things like your put in on the first day, put in your favourite chocolate bar, your favourite packet of crisps, and a sandwich that you know that you have regularly. So on the first day, you've got then something to eat whilst you're exploring the school, whilst you're finding yourself around. Because sometimes you start off brand new year 7, you don't know what's on the school menu. You might not find something that you know you have at home. You might also have some allergies, so you might not know what the allergies are. So the first day, pack yourself a packed lunch that will help you go for the day, and it's your food from home, so you know what's in each ingredients, if that makes sense. So you know what's in this chocolate bar, you know what's in this packet of crisps, you know what's in this sandwich, and then your second day, by then you might have known what's at the cafeteria, and you know what you might be able to eat, especially if you have allergies. So I feel like it's more important. It's important, I feel like, to bring a packed lunch from home, and then on that first day, look at the canteen, look what you've got, and if you have and as I said, bring some money with you. So if you say like during break time, you can maybe start trying some foods, and then when it comes to lunchtime, you might want have the lunch, because one, if you want to get to one building, one building, say your masterclass is in, I don't know, a building that is on the north side of the of the school, it's top floor, and you don't know where that is. Instead of wasting your time queuing, getting the food, paying for the food, and then walking up, and then getting lost, getting worried that you're going to be late. Because I know some, your students tend to typically get a bit anxious if they are late, 'cause they don't know the teachers that well. They don't know, the staff that could be on site saying why some year sevens might get a bit frustrated if they're running late. So I think like taking a packed lunch with you with all your comfort foods it's easy, because you can just take it out bag, stop for a few minutes whilst you're getting to say your next class during lunch. I know like lunch typically is like an hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, but for year 7, especially if you haven't been in that building before, you might not, or just been on the campus before, you might not know the way round. So that 45 minutes will go literally like that, because you'll be finding that room, so you're not late, if that makes sense. Taking a packed lunch will make you a bit more less stressed, because when I was in secondary school, I was lucky enough to get a tour around multiple times. So I was aware of it, and I was trying some food before I even started. So if I did decide to go to the canteen, when I never actually did, I always brought food with home, because through the tours I saw how big the queue was, and I was going, love, they're not all going to get through by the time. And I've had stories when you've been sitting in, you've been in line in the queue, you've got out 10 minutes late, 5 minutes late, and from class, and you're in that queue. And I've had stories where they've said, I haven't had time to eat this because I've been stuck in that queue. Well, on your first day, you don't really want me. I don't really like being hungry, and I can't concentrate if I don't have food. So maybe the first day, or the first week, or whatever, but more the first day, take a packed lunch. It's really simple to do. You literally can make it the night before, the day before. You can even pop over to the shop the night before, the day before, even the morning, to the local shop, and get your sandwiches that you tend to buy, or the wrap that you tend to buy, or the crisps that you tend to buy. So, or get something that that you can eat, especially if you're allergic to things, because the school, I know when you're joining at school, you might get all this, but it's for you, so you can try on the first day. Maybe ask the cafeteria ladies on the first day, whilst you can sneak to the front, and then to ask them if they could find out what is what, and what ingredients having what. So on this, maybe the second day, you can just don't have to worry about taking lunch, and just go and eat. But like, I feel like packed lunch on the first day is really important, because that it's a sandwich from home, it's a packet of crisps. I've talked about this 10 seconds ago. It's easier. So that's my tip 3. On your first ever day, you might be going to a new school, going to a new college. Especially if you're going to a brand new secondary school. If you're year 7, you're going up from year 6 to year 7. Over that summer holidays, try and stick to best with your group of friends. I know over the years, or the first few weeks, your friends might start disappearing, and you might start having some old friends and some new friends, and then your old friends might start going into new groups and that kind of thing, and so you might have a complete new friend group. But I feel like on the first few hours of year 7, so the first day you walk and try and meet up with your friends that you were with primary. So when you go in to, say, like the assembly of the year, or the first assembly of the year, or the first where you have to go, you can be together, and then you're not complete, strangers to everyone else. It's because I found when I went into throughout the whole years of my school life, I have a friend called Brian, and he, we stuck together. We're literally like this. This is Ryan, mind you. I know it's a double up bit. We like glued together, and we agreed to meet, on the first few days after year 8 and year 9. We decided that we will meet like at the entrance at our form room, especially if we know where the form room is. Obviously, in year 7, you might not know what could happen. You might be running a bit behind because parents have to take bloody school pictures, and then you're spending like 5 minutes in one position, and then she goes, "No, you need to go there." Like, Mum, 5 minutes ago I was supposed to leave. So you might be running late, so they might have gone in. But if you could try and find somebody like you, even if you don't know them that well, like somebody from your previous school, try and be with them, try and say, "Oh, hi, how are you?" Until you find your friends. But don't get worried about them not your friends anymore, because throughout the years or throughout the weeks and months, you might start making new friends, especially if you're when you go into your form or your main class, where where you have your register taken. You might find friends that are in your form, that are in the same class, and your old friends might not be put in the same class. But I was quite lucky because my friend was also in the same classes and the same form as I. So throughout the whole year, it was just recently, so this September year, we weren't around each other, and on that day it felt really strange because obviously I moved, he stayed where he was, and we were not really that close. Even if you don't go to the same school with your best friend because of a certain reason, like moving, or just because they can't get into that school, don't worry if you text and meet to be in the same school. So yeah, try and stick with your friends or somebody that you already know from a previous school on the first day, so you're not feeling anxious because you're with different people. And then once you get to meet your new classmates in your new form, I will tell you, you will be more relieved. So yeah, that's what tip 3. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I know starting, so tip 4 is, I feel like one of these tips that you just need to know, or you might already know, but you might be starting year 7, and year 7 is obviously going to be harder than year 6. And there's going to be so many people, and there are going to be bullies, there's going to be things that you might need to worry about, like tests and things. And I know so year 6 is obviously the easier life, the primary school is easy, but when you get into secondary school and college, it starts to get on a bit more hard work. You might get homework every single night, you might have to revise the things, you might have exams coming up, you might have, tests coming up, you might have all this kind of thing. So you might start getting stressed, worrying, you might worry about, your friendship between your best friend that you were with since nursery. You might have bullies, you might have worries that your best friend might become your enemy of the school, And just, if you start, feeling these things, worrying, talk to friends, talk to the teachers that are there, talk to your main tutor, talk to your family, just talk to somebody that could help, especially if you're worried about this project that you didn't get finished. Talk to your tutor, talk to your teacher of that project that day. So in the morning, before the lesson starts, or before it's the lesson, before the lesson starts, talk to that teacher. So say if you have to say the project was due and you have that lesson after lunch, try and talk to her during lunch, try and talk to her during break, try and talk to them during the day, and try and sort something out, and also email your teacher the night before to try and see if you can also sort something out. You don't need to really worry about much things if you just go with the flow, and try and hand in as much things. Now, stress is one of the main things that you might start getting around about year 9, year 10, year 11, especially around about year 11, because you will have so much deadlines that you will need to do, like homework, then revision, then exams, then more revision, then more homework, then more exams, and all that might build up stress. So my main priority is do one thing at a time. So revise early on in the year. Start revising September. Find out when your first exam is. Find out what is your first exam. Try and find out little details. Try and organise for revision, to do revision during school. So what I mean by that is, for example, when I was in year 11, we were having like little, this was during COVID, we had our teachers assessed, marked papers by our teachers, and so they were, so what I asked for, because I had so much things I had to advise for with maths, so with my maths teacher, I asked if I could have some papers to take home that I could do over the week. I had online lessons with her during the weekend, with some other students, and that was only an hour, 30 minutes, and after school, up to the week of exams, I asked if I could stay and if we could meet, and that really helped. And then over the weekend, during the week, you got her to make fresh revision cards for me, and just ask if you could, if they could give you some resources to help you revise. That will put one stress off, that you're getting pretty much all your revision done for you. Homework, just the day that it gets set, do that homework straight away when you get either home, during lunch break, during break. Just get it done, and once it's done, you can have the whole week to do whatever you want, and hand it in once it's done. Don't leave it to the last minute. And just make a to-do list. I use Google Calendar for to-do list, and also this brilliant book called a diary, and I use this to write all of my notes in the diary, and I use post-it notes to make detailed notes, and I highlight all of the when the homework's due, when deadline, when I have. Tip 5 is pretty much one of these easy tips, and that is to pack and prepare yourself for the new term weeks before. So what I like to do is, I like to make sure I get a bag, get my school bag all ready, and over the week start putting in things that you might need. Some schools might give you a big list of things you might need throughout the whole year. So make sure you get the pencils, make sure you get your pens, make sure all the products are working, make sure all the books are labelled, make sure, and start throughout the week, throughout the last 2 weeks, start getting all the bits, and that will make you more prepared than if you left it to the night before, the day before, and I just feel like it's really helpful. Make a little list, like a little to-do list of all the things that you need to get done. Make a Google Calendar of all the things you need to do. For example, on Google Calendar you can make you can repeat events. So at the moment I've only got if I just click into Google Calendar, I've only got morning routine at the moment. So I've set them all different colours. Let's see if I can show you. So I've got events in green, events, what else? Tasks, reminders, appointments, computer work, family and friends, so activities, holidays in blue, / trips, homework due, housework, morning routine, nighttime routine, relax, revision, travel, to college and home. And then I would have had YouTube, and if I was in secondary school, I would have each colour for each subject, and I would make it a timetable, and you can set it, what I like about it, you can set it for how many days you have it. So by doing it, you don't have to do it each weekend. You can start do it at the start of the week, at the start of your college year, at the start of school year. You can just get it on there, so then each day you can look at it and go, okay, so it tells you what you have to do. Okay, so I need to make my bed. Okay, I've got, homework's due today. Make sure I've got that tick. You can look at it, and you can set reminders to remind you for the day before that your homework's due. And then when you get set homework, you can go on your phone, you can put in homework due dot, and then you can set yourself a task, maybe a day before, the next day, do homework due, and tick it off, and then make sure it's done. So Google Calendar is one of the good things, and being prepared is also a good thing to get in all the stationery and things like that. So yeah, that's tip 5. I don't know how much makes sense, but who cares? Okay, so that is my tips and my first episode done. I hope you have enjoyed it. Sorry if some of the tips didn't make sense. I will have all the things that I mentioned down below. So the app that I mentioned in my morning, in tip 1, the morning routine tip, and other little things. So yeah, enjoy your first week. Don't get stressed. Just do the things I've said, and it will probably make your life easier. So go for it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Episode 2 is hacks, and I will be showing you little hacks that you can do to make your day for college, for school, even easier. Goodbye, guys.